Yeah. Yeah. Hello, this is Jason E, and welcome to the Trading Ascension YouTube channel, where we talk about the personal and the spiritual growth journey of day trading. I'm going to drop another podcast episode on you today. This is a clip from Season 3, Episode 2, where I talked to Keith Blakemore Noble. He's an author, a speaker, hypnotist, and he's the United Kingdom's #1 fear strategist. In this clip, we got to a point in the conversation where we talked about the pain of changing versus the pain of staying the same. And this is what I mean. Let's say you are impatient, right? And it's affecting your trading, or it's affecting your life in general, right? So you have this impatience. Now you know that you're getting ill effects from that, right? It's not serving you. But then on the other end, you're saying, well, I don't want to go through the therapy. I don't want to go through the coaching. I don't want to read the book. So you don't want to go through that pain of change, because the pain of what you're going through may not be is worse when you compare them, right? It may be like, you know what, I'm cool here. I don't want to take on more just to get rid of this. So Keith is going to give us some motivation on why we need to change. As traders, sometimes the P&L, the bottom line, the monetary loss is not enough to motivate us. So we have to dig deeper. Keith is going to deep dive into why we should change and really how to overcome the pain of change. So like we hate to drive through, let's get it in.
You know, something that you just said, it makes me think of kind of a trap or a paradox, because it's easy to talk ourselves out of that and say, you know what, it's not that bad. How can we become more aware of the pain that we're in when our mind is saying, you know what, we don't need to rip this Band-Aid off, just let it stay. You don't want that intense pain, although it may be better. How do we become aware of those pains and those fear areas? Is there a method or just a self-reflection? How do we do that?
Yeah, that is a really good question. It's one that so few of us ask ourselves, unfortunately, which is why so many of us are so resistant to change. And we kind of don't ask ourselves this because we don't want to disrupt things. And also we don't ask ourselves this because really the answer to that question is itself painful. The best way for us to do it is to really focus on the pain of where we are. Because any pain we have, physical pain, if you have it for a long time, you kind of get used to it a bit. It still hurts, but it becomes less noticeable. You've kind of got used to it, and it's sore a bit, but I don't notice it all the time. Doesn't mean the pain's gone, but it's become bearable and it becomes less noticeable.
Just familiar.
Familiar, yes, exactly. So the thing to do is there's a lot of internal reflection, or you can do it by, a great way of doing it is get yourself a nice notepad, clean notepad and a fresh pen, and just really write and explore what's all the sources of pain that I have at the moment. And a few ways you can do that. Look at all the bad things. What are all the bad things? What are all the things this is stopping me? How is this hurting me now? Also look at what are all the things that I could do if I got rid of this? Why would I like those things? How fantastic are those things? What would having all those things get me that I don't have now? What would having those things do for my family and my friends?
Great question.
Yeah, because now all of a sudden it's gone from, well, yeah, it hurts a little bit, but it's only me, to, oh my God, if I continue doing this, I'm hurting my family. I'm hurting my loved ones. And it's not necessarily I'm causing them hurt, but I'm denying them these other things which they would absolutely love. Who am I to deny them these things just because I don't really want to make the effort to change? Suddenly, it takes on a whole new perspective. Instead of, well, yeah, I can muddle by, I can get on like this. It's like, but I want to provide the best for my family, for my friends, for my loved ones. I want to give them the best of everything. Maybe I do have to experience a little bit of pain so that I can give them a whole lot of benefit and pleasure afterwards, which is also going to make me feel really good as well, because I'm doing what I can for those that I love. So it makes it, whatever we're doing is about more than just us. Whether it's about friends or family, or for some people, it's about how they can help to benefit society as a whole, or other people that they see are being disadvantaged or hurt, and they know they could do something about it. It's all about that pain balance to help you realize just how massive the pain of staying the same is compared with where you go. If you just look at the benefits of change, that's not going to work, because there's still pain associated with change and you're not seeing the full pain now. But look at the benefits and use those to realize how much it hurts not having them. That really increases the pain and gives your mind a really direct connection. This really hurts because I haven't got X. If I get X, this isn't going to hurt anymore. Right, I'm going to get X. Oh, okay, I'm getting X now, I guess. Bam, and all of a sudden you've got all those reasons to make that change.